What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. So this is usually a game that I play on my off time or just not recording. Also, I got a new mic, so I want your feedback. Is it good or is it bad? Mostly I'm wondering, is the audio too loud or too low? I can adjust it in the future, plus I'll be watching it as I edit it later. But I'm curious to know, what do you think of it? I just want feedback on the audio, like volume. So with that said, hopefully you guys enjoy it. What I've been working on in Final Fantasy was eventually the goal is to become a mentor. I know that doesn't mean anything. I've actually feel like I'm better than some actual mentors. But yeah, I've been comm farming slowly but surely. We're going up to 1500. I've actually been learning how to... what is it? Play more classes. So we're playing, what is it? The Machinist a little bit. And that's the next one I'm leveling. I got my Black Mage to 90. And obviously my main is the Astro. So yeah, with that said, yeah, it's a fun game playing ever since they came back with the data center thing where you could play with your friends on different data centers. I resubbed again, so I was like, yeah, that's fun. But anyway, all right, let's do some roulettes. We did some of these today, and I did the Aglaia alliance raid earlier because I'm trying to get my weekly 590 piece, and we need one more on the left side, the hands, to get the 591. And then the weekly reset was today as well. So we're collecting our tombstones again. But a little bit outside of raiding, what I've been doing is I've been farming the Xandor area and trying to get to 25 so I can do the Dalriada raid a little bit later. All right, so instead, you might have seen an edit. We're going to be doing the Alliance raid, the new one, because I do want gear from there, so I figured, hey, let's just queue for that. And luckily it's reset day, so the queues weren't too bad, especially even on a healer, it wasn't too bad. Some days I actually sit there for like 8 minutes. All right, let's see, we got... I think everyone's good. You guys can listen to the music. But yeah, I'll try to do an educational video for this one. So in case you are new, this is the newest Alliance raid that is in Endwalker, the only one right now. And I'll try to explain mechanics as we see them. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorites. I really enjoy this one. I thought the near ones were good in Shadowbringers, but this one, 10 out of 10. Okay, we're coming up to the first boss. It is a lot of positioning and don't stand in stupid kind of thing. So I'll explain it as we start. They're generally, when in doubt, follow other people for the most part. Blue circle, not a new mechanic. Don't stand in it, it'll get knocked back. Next time he does that, he's gonna have lightning as well. So he's gonna jump, and then it's gonna be like 12, 3, 6, 9, and gonna jump in and do that as well, so you don't want to get stuck in the extra blast. Yeah, I ate that one. So the floor is going to change here, and what you're going to look at is the hammers on the left and right, and you'll see how the floor is going to change. So you see the hammers floating on the left and right. Those are going to shift, like for example, this one, this row, is going to shift right one. And the ones on the left shift that way. So what's going to happen next is he's going to do another one where there's a hammer right in front of him. And you look at which way the hammer is, and that way it is going to be knocked like one over. So there's a lot of safe spots. There's not one correct one, but you just have to watch where the hammer is going. So that one is going to get knocked one left, and then we're going to have to move out of that AoE. A lot of this is, once you figure it out, you've done it once, you're okay. So this one, you'll see glowy ones, and the glowy ones will shoot like an AoE cone, or well, not cone, but something. It's faster than the non-glowy ones. So you saw those go by. You see how the blue one is? You stand in the non-glowy, and then you move after the fast ones go away. Giving me a lot of melee cards, and we have a good split in melee and range. So hammer is going out middle, and it is going to be shooting left one. So I think middle is safe, so right side is also safe. So you look at that hammer and then shot one left. What I'm looking for is the gloves, pretty much, up to 591.
Builder has been made to yield. Intriguing. Then the destroyer shall take your measure. After you have revived my servant with some sword.
So this one's a little tricky. The first attack is going to target a person. and I don't know if it's predetermined or it's just random, but it shoots like a half arena cone. And then the next mechanic is it's gonna do you'll see like a laser beam coming out. You see those? You don't want to be in the position, so it's gonna be this one and this. You don't want to be in those two covers. Doing it again. Mini boss down.
Ahead stands a statue I have fashioned for our contest.
This one is probably the most sketch one because it feels like you're doing something weird, but you're really not.
Come, show me the strength of mankind. Upon the ground you shall roll.
So the first mechanic that's happening is going to be he's gonna like have a blue and an orange or a red, I guess, portal. And then he's gonna pick one color. So you see how he's channeling the red side, right? And you do not want to be on that side because it's gonna do half an AoE, the opposite color.
Wandering star, descend and destroy.
AoE, just get as far away as you can from it. With the arrows, you want to be in a lane that will shoot you directly back, not off the cliff like the other two. That is the sketch part. You have to be pretty lined up, accurate. With the arrows, at least. Channeling blue, stay on orange. Have I been giving the dancer like a range card? Doesn't that works? What's gonna happen now is he's gonna teleport, and this is one of those weird mechanics where if you've been playing the game for a while, you would think, okay, so Meteor, bad. Don't stand near it. But this time he's gonna like portal through and like punch the meteor coming out of the sky. So you want to stand in it, and the debris will hit the back. If you're a healer, it's raid wide. But if not, pray the healer heals you. Gonna be left right AoEs afterwards. Don't stand in purple. And there's gonna be orange AoEs on top of it. After this phase, we're gonna have those arrows you're gonna have to line up with the fingers again. And you're gonna have to watch where the meteor is as well. This one is a safe one because those orbs will hit you, and the other ones are diagonals that yeet you off the map. Should be the final thing. I don't think anything else is happening. Please, gloves, one time.
Come, mortals, enter my realm, if you dare.
Well, that's gloves, but for the wrong class. Unlucky. So the lion does a... You want to kill it first because it does like a shock thing, or like frontal. So people kill the lion first, where the lioness does AoE. You need to stand closer into it. So how do you know what's happening? You see there's a blue ball and a red ball. It'll tell you which order they're coming out in. So lion is going first. Go in. All right, now half the mechanics are done. No need to worry about orders anymore. You just kind of stand inside the little AoE. So next boss is the one that's probably the most mechanically intense, but I wouldn't say it's the hardest one. She is the the pet minion thingy that you get for completing the raid. Generally, when in doubt, just stand behind her and you'll be fine, for even if you don't know the mechanics. Or I guess with any boss ever, don't stand in front of it next to the tank. Yeah, don't do that. So this one, instead of blowing up on the side, she's gonna turn them, and one is gonna get pushed. So you see the arrow, the orange one, it tells you which way the fireballs are going. There's another like tricky mechanic. This one, and there's gonna be like a clinging sound. So this one, you watch the birds, there's two of them left and right. And they're gonna circle around at positionals, and you just don't want to be where they're at. Okay, so here's safe. So when you hear a cling sound, you want to be like behind her. That was it. That one takes a while to get used to. So this one, she's gonna summon two clones of herself, and she's gonna use wind to push them into different areas. So you see the clones. You want, in the first one, you just want to be where the clones are. So let's say this one is shooting straight, right? She's gonna push wind to the fire, and then this quadrant is going to be on fire. Same with that one, so those two will be on fire. This one, not a new mechanic. You look at the arrows. You're standing in the Dorito, so you want to be here first, then there. You're gonna get knocked, so be at the top so you don't get shot into lava. I think she's gonna teleport and then shoot the meteor orb afterwards, but right now, I think you just don't get hit. Gonna teleport, and you want to stand behind her. So that meteor is going straight ahead. The same mechanic we saw earlier. two things that are going to be on the side. Just make sure to watch out for where they go. Left and right. And behind. That one's a very tricky and fast mechanic that you just have to do this raid a few times and it'll make sense. So this time it's gonna do directionals, not just straight, so you're gonna have to pay attention. Safe. Whew. That one goes straight, that one goes left, that one goes straight. Yeah, that one's safe. Gloves? Dang. But yeah, I say that one was a tricky fight because a lot of stuff happens real quick. All right, we're coming up to the final boss and probably one of the best boss fights with music. So what you're gonna want to do is look at the sky. It's gonna be two colors, blue and orange. So the sky is blue, you stand in the orange. Sky is blue, it's gonna change to orange. You want to stand in blue. So the sky is orange right now. You see the stack marker? Okay, so it turned blue. So those are real. The tracing ones, those are gonna happen. The stack marker is fake. So basically, the tip is really just look at the environment for this fight. That's the most important thing. So sky is blue, you want to stay, or sky is orange, you want to stay on the blue side. The other way around, stand on the blue side. Purple, stay on the opposite side of them. meteors are falling, the best thing you can do is center your camera. And it's gonna be 3 of them at all times. Don't get hit by them. Then it's gonna do a circle meteor, and basically you want to move out. If you think you're too slow, just hit your run button. It's not a big deal. Gonna swap sides. So a new mechanic, it's gonna have 3. See, that one is a knockback marker. So that one's gonna knock back. And then that one, the blue one, is an AoE marker. That's bad. So it's, you see how it says 2 crystals and 1 crystal? So this is gonna be the mechanic that happens first. So it's gonna get knocked back. You don't wanna get knocked into the AoE. You wanna position out. The first one is going to be an AoE directly in the center. It's a pretty large one, actually. 2 is a knockback marker. And 3 goes another AoE. So you're going to want to get knocked back into this side, the back area. Back or front, doesn't matter. Or center. Just not into the fire. So, this mechanic, in theory, it's not too bad, but then there are some people that will mess it up. So, each player counts as like 1 weight or something, or some equivalent. I'm not exactly sure what the exact number is, but you'll look at the scales to see if your side is balanced. Someone's gonna get a stack marker. So if we were on the blue side, we want to be on the orange side next time. That way, the weight of the scales, we want to have them balanced. As long as like literally no one moves. If it's unbalanced, it's just a straight up party wipe. I've seen it happen. It's kind of funny, actually. After this hits, it's going to be a huge raid-wide AoE. Prepare for that. Orange, you stand on blue. see. So if it stays yellow, okay, so we are in blue. I'm pretty sure those trace markers are real. Gotta move. That was kind of sketch. Oh, I'm dead. Whew, that wiped a lot of people. Behind. Yo, that just clapped a lot of people. Oh my goodness. But yeah, after that, that's pretty much all the mechanics and things just repeat. Yay, we did it. The sky turned blue and then the 3 people with the stack markers, because that's like in that phase you get a lineup and then 3 people get stacks. The color changed and those 3 people who had chasing markers on them, they were all lined up, so it was just like an AoE to everyone. It's kind of funny, to be honest. Is that the one we need? Wait, hold up. Hands. 590. Hands. Need. Roll to 29. I pray no one needs this. What are you? You're a healer. Okay, you're good. You're full 90. You probably have it. Pray for me, boys. 3rd run today. Ooh, I think I won. Okay, 590. Let's go. I think when 6.2 drops, they're gonna change a few things, so I can't wait for the higher end or higher tier level dungeons or whatever, savage dungeons, I guess you can call them. But I'm actually interested. But yeah, that was fun. Did great. Hopefully you guys learned something. And I will see you guys next time.